Hey everyone, welcome back to the KFG podcast. I think this is season 3, but 2025. First episode, we're getting underway here. Week 1 just happened, just finished up. Let's welcome in our guest, Dhruv. Welcome into the first podcast of this year.
It's great to be here. So excited for this season, as every season. I love being on the pod too, so can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, it should be exciting. I mean, this is a long time coming. I know everyone was dying for an off-season pod edition, and unfortunately, we were cut short on our award show due to some technical difficulties. But got the new camera in. We're ready to go. We're ready to get the pod going. The season started. Week 2 is coming up. No better time. No better time to get excited for fantasy football than right now.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% with you. We just got week 1 done, and everyone's got their team names in. I saw a lot of flipping up and down,
Mm-hmm.
but you
Yeah.
know, definitely a very exciting time.
And that brings us to the episode. I mean, everyone's wondering what's Dhruv doing on the podcast here in week 2. Well, Dhruv's here to rank your team names. So I hope you like what you got out there because it's going to hit the power rankings here today. We're not going to get power rankings on how your team's performing yet. It's only week 1. We'll get them maybe for week 2, week 3, whatever. But let's rank your team names while we can, while we have them all here. I think we got 10 new team names for this year. So, you know what? We'll get an early season ranking going.
Yeah.
Drew, why don't you kick us off here? Let's get into it, and you tell us who rounded out at the bottom here at number 10.
Okay, at 10. Obviously we've been doing this for a couple years now.
Yep.
Every single episode, first pod episode of the year is usually the team name rankings. Or top or first two.
In the
So
beginning,
you
yep.
got you guys know what I'm expecting in team name rankings. So no, should be no shocks here.
Yeah.
At number 10, we have Justin Bardis with "It's All in the Family."
Oh,
I know his logo for his team is The Sopranos, and he did some nice editing with his team faces of his players and himself. But there's just no player, no like organization.
mm-hmm.
I just don't see it that being a top name. And I don't think he's gonna stick with his team name either.
No.
Because I feel like he always changes his team name halfway
Artist
through
is
the season.
definitely a big name changer. I think he's ranked towards the bottom now, a couple years in a row here for the team name rankings. Just not hitting the Drew team name
Yeah,
scale.
we might just have a little different, methods on team names and clearly not on the same page. But what do
That's
you do?
that's fine. I have to ask: did logo have any effect on any of these team names? Or are we just going ratings only?
Team names only, no logos,
Okay, maybe a
no
separate logo
logos.
ranking later in the year.
Yeah, you haven't been doing too many for anyone this year
Well,
though. People have been doing their
people
own.
don't
Yeah,
ask. I saw people who came out with their own before I even came up with mine. So once I saw people had their own, I thought they were taken care of.
yeah,
If people are looking for one, you want to reach out to me. I'm happy to make them. But I put together mine, and I saw half the league already had theirs. So
yeah.
that's fair. All right, that's
hmm
number 10 at Bardis. Number 9, who we got?
Number 9, we have Sigyn with Captain Allen, Winter Soldier. This one,
That's a lot.
I mean, he included a player, a really
Yeah.
good player, probably his best player. It doesn't make sense to me at all
Hmm.
what, why he chose this movie and Josh Allen. Like, there's not really like it's like a
You don't
pun.
know
It's just
you don't know
but
Josh
any.
Allen, Captain America, the Winter
um,
Soldier. He plays in Buffalo. Come on.
yeah, I did. So I know. The only reason that I put this at 9 and not 10 is because I looked up Josh Allen's stats in the cold, and
Hmm.
he's 14-2 in games under 32-degree
There we
weather.
go.
I don't think Sitchin thought of that,
No.
but
Hey, you know what? It's not
it's
it's not Teehee, so we're a step
it's
up
not
for
team.
we're a
There
step
we go.
up for Shija.
But yeah, it just it's just nothing to it really. Just you
Yeah.
could put any player and captain, and this team name could work.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's
good
fair.
effort, Sitchin, but we're getting there
I
slowly
yeah,
but surely.
I don't think necessarily bad, but just the team names are getting better year by year. Everyone's
hmm
getting more creative, so um, it's definitely tougher in years.
Yeah.
This isn't an all-time team name ranking, which
Right.
hold on, we just got an idea.
Oh.
Sparks are
Oh.
flying, but number 8.
Number 8. So, I feel like the next few are really tough to rank because
Hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of minimal effort names. You just see a last name and you're like, okay, done. But
Yeah.
I did put Mimi at the London for Barrera.
Okay.
I know it's a pretty popular song, Young Thug, J. Cole,
Yeah.
but it's I just feel like he spent maybe like 10 seconds on his name.
Yeah.
So it's nothing crazy.
Nothing to
But
write home about, but it does the
but for
job.
Barrera, at least it's not involving a player that's not on his team anymore, like he's
Uh,
done multiple times.
like Dynasty.
Yeah, so he has the player, which is a positive. So
So,
nothing to write home about, but it's a name.
yeah, we'll take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
not too much there.
We can move on to number 7.
Mm-hmm. Let's hear it.
Number 7, also another middle effort team name. Like a Good Neighbors for Josh.
Mm.
I've definitely seen this team name on a lot of TikToks, or
Yeah.
like every time you look up Malik Neighbors Giants team names, you see this as like one of the only options
Yeah.
for Malik. And obviously, I don't want to use a Giants bias play a factor into the rankings. So
Mm-hmm.
I think 7's a good spot for him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. You know, funny enough, his logo. He came to me earlier. He was the first person to come to me to make him a logo. And before I even got the chance to get to my computer and start crafting it up, I saw a couple logo options on TikTok while I was scrolling. So I downloaded them. I shared. I was like, you know, you can use it. I didn't try to pass it off as my own. I told him where I found them. I told him I'd be still willing to make him one. But yeah, it's definitely hit the lists. On TikTok, I've definitely seen them. You know, top 5 team names of 2025.
right.
Yeah, they're definitely, it's hit a few lists for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So,
All right,
I
that's
think
fair.
7's a good spot. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, number 6.
Number 6 is the Menunguys for Emmett O'Brien. I think this
Okay.
is a funny team name.
Yeah.
I remember our Uber drive back from the draft to go to what's it called now? River, right? It's River.
Yeah.
And Emmett already changed his team name like 5 minutes after, so
He
he
had
spent
this one queued
he
up.
has so locked up. He did guarantee he was gonna get Menunga at this draft, maybe
Yeah.
for this team name.
We'll
But
see,
definitely.
we'll see how long Manungai lasts on his roster.
Yeah, he had that catch yesterday.
That was it.
I think that's about it. And Emmett texted us getting involved early and no snaps for the rest of the game.
He got involved early.
He did get involved
Didn't
early.
get involved after that, but he was involved early.
But I think 6 is a good spot for
Yeah.
Menunga.
That-
I know last year Emmett's team name was When in Rome too, so he's just picking Bears guys who just
And it's a
Just
big disappointing Bears fan. Following suit.
But yeah, number 6 for the Menunga guys.
All right. Surprised to see Emmett out of your top 5, but you know what? It's a harsh grader, and we like that.
It's a harsh grader,
no
and
bias
there's
here.
Absolutely no bias.
All
No
right, we
Rutgers
got-
bias, no Giants bias.
We got the top 5 now. This is where things
So we're kinda-
yeah. This is separate the boys from the men here. Let's see who we got.
Right.
Who we got at number 5?
At 5, I have Kyle with Amon Raw Dog.
Okay.
I don't really know what to say about this team name, really.
Can't leave it at that.
It's pretty simple, but I feel like he did think of this himself, which is, well, a couple bonus points for creativity.
You know what? I have to say, I think the Bartis brothers always think of their team names themselves.
Yeah,
They're definitely not one to go on a top 25 list or top fantasy team name list of 2025. That's not them. They are all
I
original
agree.
from those two, and you know what? Respect to that.
I agree. I 100% agree. I think Kyle was number 10 last year, the year before.
He's had some bad ones, that's for sure.
Definitely, but Amon Raw Dog at number 5 for your first round pick, I guess, to involve him in your name, it's not a bad thing at all.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, to number 4.
Oh boy.
I have Jamar. I say it. Lamar. I like it. Now, the only reason I don't have him higher is because last year I had both these guys, and I definitely thought about using this team name.
Okay. It's been in your wheelhouse before.
Yeah, it's been in my wheelhouse, and I feel like Steve has brought up this meme in the past. I think this might have been his team name when he had one of these guys a couple years ago,
Okay.
but not involving both of them.
We'll have to do a deep dive.
Yeah, I might have to do a little history check.
Yeah,
Maybe I
look
should have done
back.
that beforehand, but
Yeah, maybe.
maybe I screwed Steve over a little bit. But also, I just know that I definitely thought about this last year.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
And I'm sure he's a guy who changes his team name a couple times a year into something that you've never heard before.
Yeah,
So I'm
you
sure
know what?
he'll do
I'd be
something.
surprised if we don't at least get 50% name changes here. I think it's just week 2, everyone's out of the gate with some guys, and then eventually some people disappoint you, or some people get to highlight, and you think of something better. It'll come. You might lose a few games and need to change up the team mojo. You never know.
Mhm.
But that's
Absolutely.
it. Steve had 4. That means we have our top 3
Top
between
three.
me, you, a little bias here so far, and Greg. So we'll see who falls in at number three.
At number three, I put myself with
Okay.
Jackson off my homies.
Okay.
Um, so I definitely thought of this by myself.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious. It's kind of a interesting team name.
Yeah.
I feel like I thought like if I was walking to the trophy shop and I had to say my team name to the guy who was gonna put this on the plate, it would be kind
Yeah.
of embarrassing.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, "What's this guy's deal?"
Yeah. No.
So
I mean, a little
definitely a
double,
little.
a little double entendre.
Yeah, I did use two players, and they're the only two players I did get on my team week one.
That's fair. There you go.
So
That's probably because you had him in your team name. Maybe if you had the other
yeah, maybe
13 guys in your team
I
name,
gotta get a
they would
13
have
man
been,
team.
yeah, they would have been amped up.
That'll definitely be one for the record book too. Who can
Yeah.
fit in the most
Yeah, who could
players in
that's a
their
good one.
team?
Who can fit the most players from their team in a team name that still makes sense?
That still makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
not to the
I
forest.
think what we got two is the record this year.
Yeah, we get two at
See, if
most
anyone
right
could
now.
push for three, I mean that might shoot you up the rankings.
Definitely, I agree.
All right.
100%.
Final two here between me and
Final
Greg.
two.
Who's at two? Who's at one?
I had two. I put you, Nick,
Ah.
with Nick's young lads.
So close.
Very close.
Yeah.
Using your own name in it, and also Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Brownie
It worked-
points there.
It worked out.
And then obviously Lad McConkey there, and then you also have like 45 rookies on your team, so it makes so much sense, and
It does.
hopefully, and maybe pick up Bryce Young. I think we talked about
Yeah.
this
If
earlier.
we did, yeah. There's some flirting
Didn't really
around
have-
going. If I could get Bryce Young on the team, it would be the
Maybe
three
even
that we're
number one.
looking for. Too bad he
Obviously, you might-
stinks, and
Yeah.
I have two other quarterbacks. So
Yeah,
I don't
so you
think
did
that's
not.
gonna happen this year. Unfortunate, but if I could have hit the three
the
player
triple,
name that we were
the
all
triple
looking
whammy.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Right.
it's definitely a very solid team name.
an original name. You're not gonna
Definitely
find that.
original
You're not gonna
name,
find that one on a TikTok list. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
absolutely or not.
That means number one is Greg. Why don't you tell us what Greg's
Greg.
team name is?
So it's the sweet life of Dak and CD. It sucks putting in this at number one because it's two Cowboys players.
Oh,
Shout out Dak for his week one performance. He killed it. And 9 points. So, but I did talk to Greg. He did tell me this was from TikTok.
mm,
But it is a really good team name
that's good.
because it just makes so much sense.
So I definitely figured it was from TikTok because he already had the logo, and the logo looks like a little Chat GPT logo that someone made and had on their TikTok list. So I could definitely tell it was, but hey, you know what? You had to go on TikTok and find it. That means you've crafted your TikTok for you page to your fantasy team.
To your
you know?
Yep, exactly.
So that's respect to years of hard work on TikTok.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just having your stack. I don't know if he's gonna be starting Dak moving forward, but your number one receivers in your team name, so it's definitely a good team name, and it's actually kind of crazy how close they are to Zach and Cody.
Yeah,
How Dak and CD are.
It just
It's
looks
actually-
good. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely.
just me. Yeah, so it's a very solid team name, and
It's
definitely worthy of
definitely
number
fitting.
one.
And then you know what? It created for a good meme this morning. And it didn't get enough love, but I kind of liked it.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought of it a
The
couple
sweet-
days ago. Already, I was like,
Already
can't
pre-firing the
send
memes
this.
when you win. I like it. 5-point win. You were really
Yeah, it was, I don't know if we're gonna get too many more wins, so I gotta get the memes out
Yeah.
pretty soon.
No, I
So,
thought it would create it for good memes, and you'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can cook up in the future on Greg with his logo. All right, well
But
that's
yeah,
the
those-
beauty of it. Greg at 1. What was I? I was 2. You were 3.
Three.
Steve 4.
Steve at 4,
Mine you finished it out 5, 6, 7.
Kyle 5, Evan at 6, Josh at 7,
Yeah.
Barrera at 8, Sidge at 9, and Bartis at 10.
There you go. There's your 10 team names ranked, and I mean this is only a week 2 ranking of your team names. Maybe if we get enough name changes down the line, we might come back here in week 13, week 14, and get a little end of year team name ranking. We'll see. We'll see what the people do. If you're in the bottom 5, feel free to change. Maybe stick with your gut.
Yeah.
Maybe you like your team name. This is just Roof's rankings.
Yeah, this is just my rankings. It's not. It's
He's
not
just
like the.
he's a team rating, team name rating
Yeah, I
analyst.
mean, maybe a professional at this, but if you like your team name, I'm not gonna force you. But remember, it's gonna be on the trophy. As I always tell people, it's gonna be on the trophy. If you win,
Yeah.
obviously it's a far road down, but
Yep.
you obviously want a good team name on there because I look at the trophy and Saw some bad names on there.
Yeah, when you get past the trophy, you're looking at the rest of these team names like, what the hell? And you know what? You're going to hand this to the guy at the trophy shop at Crown Trophy
Yes.
on Kinderkamak, and he's going to look at the other 9 names on the list as well. And you know,
Yeah.
you're going to be there forever. And you don't want to be embarrassed by your team name by week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, guess what? The year's young. Do what you want to do.
Super young. Fantasy football has just begun. Team names just got rated. I love it. Drew, well, thanks for joining. As always, it's a pleasure having you on the podcast.
Thanks for having me. I love being here, and I can't wait to be on for any specials we do in the future.
Definitely some special things coming up for everyone else out there. Give me a text if you want to be on the podcast. Apologies to Brer, who did hit me up in the off season, but I didn't have a working camera when he messaged me. Camera's working now, so we're all good. We could have had a little rookie pod episode earlier on. Hopefully we can reconnect moving forward. But as always, Drew, thank you again. Everyone else, let's good luck in week 2. Good luck with your team names. If you need a logo, don't be shy here. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to make one along. And as always, fellas, keep fantasy great. We'll see you next time.